What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and the Villages series that I'm starting here within Home T Hero. Today we are going through 9 holes at a championship course, the first one on the list. I just got done doing my warm-up round at an executive. That was the Amberwood course, basically, like I explained in that one. Usually I come out here and I play 2 full 18-hole courses by the time I get everything set up and whatnot, just to get as much on camera and recorded as I can. But I think for this Village series, it's going to work out well. I'm going to do a champion or a executive course, which is basically a par 3 course, shorter course, to warm up first. Then I'm going to do 2 9-hole courses at a championship, and then maybe finish up depending on how I'm feeling after this one, and one other 9-hole at a championship, another executive to finish it off to make out a full 36. But for this video, we are at Belle Glade Country Club, I think it is. This is a 27-hole championship course located at 434 Moyer Loop in the Villages, Florida. The 3 9-hole courses here are by the names of Tequesta, Seminole, and Calusa. This 9-hole video is from Tequesta. I had the option when I was looking up and kind of debating if I wanted to do this for a series or not. There's an option you can either play each of the 9 holes, because there's most of these, I think there's 13 championship courses and 10 out of the 13 are 27 holes. So you can either pick within Home T Hero the option of doing 2 of the courses together to make a full 18, or they have the option to split them up. So I figured, just the OCD in me, I want to, if I'm going to do the series, go through them and make sure I hit all the courses together. So I'm just going to split them up for the 9 and make sure I get all the different courses in here. But real quick for the rundown: Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, DIY stance mat, Callaway Superfast balls, 10x7 nets, and Home T Hero you're seeing within the Garmin Golf app for the software. So, first hole, par 5, 417. There was only 1 par 4 on the last course I just played, so I think right there would be good. I mean, a lot of water. This looks like a pretty cool opening hole. Haven't played this course in real life. This may be one. The whole reason why I'm doing it is because I went to the Villages a couple months ago. Really enjoyed my trip there. I like the courses there. Had a good time. I'm actually going back pretty soon, and I wanted to kind of continue on with the Villages stuff and maybe get a feel for some of these courses if I end up going and have the chance to play any of these in real life. Like for this one, this is a pretty cool opening hole. I'd like to see what this looks like in real life. But if any of you out there are Villages residents, maybe you have a house there or you visited there before, if you've ever played this course, let me know if this is what the first tee box here at the Tequesta course, hopefully I'm saying that right, at Belle Glade Country Club. Playing from the furthest back tees like always, so these are the black tees. Depending on which tee box you would select in real life, you may have a different look into this first hole. But let's see what we can do here. About 40 degrees out right now, as you can probably tell by the way I'm dressed, so I wish I was actually in Florida doing this, but soon enough I'll be down there for another week recording some content for you guys. A little bit high in the face, felt a little blocky out to the right, but at least it'll be dry. Should come back a little bit. At least there wasn't a duck hook left into the water. Didn't get a ton on that one, but 263 with the rollout. That will work. 252 left. Still got water in play here. It's telling us to hit at 243. I think I'm going to lay up even a little bit further right, just make sure we don't have a penalty stroke into the water. Definitely still in play if I duck hook one, but usually these fade a little bit, so I'm going to hit the 4 hybrid up there, usually about 240, 245 club. I don't know if I'm going to get quite that out of these distances today with the cold weather and everything else, but let's see if I can maybe get 230, 235 up there and then have like a wedge into this green for the par 5. Alright, hit that pretty good. Should be pretty straight as well. Maybe turn over a little bit left on top of it, but if we don't catch that bunker, that could be close to 245. 242. It's about, for a day like today, that's about as good as I can hit that. That was really solid contact. For a while, I had a stretch of hitting that 4 hybrid really well. Haven't been getting along with it quite as well as of late, but over the past maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month, that was probably the best 4 hybrid strike I've had in a while, so that felt good. And set us up nicely here for a little 60-degree shot into this. So 17 yards down one puts us at 16, and then another 1.7 because we're in the rough, so kind of cancels out the downslope, but need right around 17-18 yards going 60 degree. Seems like with these newer wedges, second time using them out here, I need to open them up a bit more than my other wedges. Pushed it right. Should be close to the distance, maybe just a tad short right, we'll see. Yeah, pretty close to the distance, just a little bit right. Pushed it a little bit, like I said, but that'll work. That should be a birdie to start it off. Alright, second hole, par 4. It is really cold out, like I said, so I'm going to keep checking, make sure that I have no technical difficulties with anything turning itself off from the inclement weather. Switching over to the old Diet Cokes out here for a little bit of caffeine and pick me up instead of the Gatorades that you may be accustomed to hear me saying out here when it was brutally hot. But second hole, par 4, 1 under. Looks like a lot of water at this course. Aim up the right side right there. Down 1 yard. Florida is pretty flat in general. There was only one course I think I played. I think it was Mallory Hill. Had the most undulation in the fairways, like off the tee and then into greens and stuff that I've seen there. But generally speaking, Florida's a pretty flat state. And a lot of the courses are obviously follow along with that, but oh, that was low and left. I don't think it's left enough to be in trouble with the water, but that wasn't a great strike. Luckily, a pretty wide landing area up here. Do feel a bit restricted with all the layers that I have on right now, but at least it's keeping my back warm. We got 268 out of it. 173 left in this green, up 2, so we got 175. Kind of in between an 8 and a 7. We'll go 7. A little bit toey, a little bit high in the face. Gonna turn over left. We'll see. May have been too much club. Sit. Just trickled off. That's the problem, those in-between clubs. You want to hit it good enough to get it there, but didn't need quite that much on it. +3. It's gonna be a bogey. Back to even, I believe. More water. Third hole, par 4, 300. Well, if I was feeling strong, I may go for it, but we're not doing that, so. Where is a good place? These are always tricky over the water. You don't know how far, like how much of this water you can cut off. Like there, I'm tempted to go there, but I need like all of that of carry pretty much, so I think I need to go like back here. That's 250. Usually I carry it about that. If I hit it decent, we'll see. This water though is calling my name for a duck hook. I need to make sure I'm fine with a block out to the right on a hole like this, so definitely gonna try to swing up on it and start it out to the right. Started right, but I don't know if it was far enough right. That's gonna kind of come back left. Hopefully it has enough to get over. All right. It's a decent swing. Haven't played in maybe, I guess tomorrow would be a week. I haven't played in 6 days. So all that to say, back, like, fatigue's not quite a factor yet. I only played that executive course, but the back's feeling good. It's probably why I'm seeing a little bit more distance versus if I played back here multiple days in a row or something like that. But hopefully we can keep that up. 77 yards. It's going to be controlled approach wedge here. Just going to try my best to, in my head, hit about a 75-yard shot. Caught it a little bit heavy, we'll see. Wow. Alright, I think it stayed on. But having, again, nothing to really do with these clubs, just distance control back here with some of these wedges in general over the past year or so. Those short game shots and wedges are such a feel thing. You kind of look and know what you have to do on course versus back here trying to play it exactly. That thing is, that approach wedge is 51 degrees versus a 52 I would usually hit there, but that was a little bit on the long side, and I thought I hit that heavy, which is probably a good thing we did. Still even though. Fourth hole, par 4, 366. We'll go up that way. I don't know if we're gonna get 284 out of it, but that's the line we're taking. So far, the past couple rounds feel like I'm hitting driver a little bit better. So far so good today. See if we can keep that going, but that may have just been the self jinx. Alright, that one started further right. Still should be fine. Won't bring the water into play. Looks like it's trying to come back a little bit, kind of just to block out to the right, but at least I'm hitting up on it better. They're not low line drives that I was doing before. A recipe for those high nasty bombs are a bit higher on the face, produces lower spin. You get a better launch, get it up in the air with lower spin, keeps it in the air and keeps it going. Versus those low on the face strikes, they're super spinny, come out low, they kind of just hit and run depending on where it lands. But 148 down 4 and we're in the rough, so 144 plus another, we'll call it 15. That puts us at 154, 159. We'll go 8 iron, kind of again in between, upper end of a 9 if I really smash one, kind of smoother 8 territory. Trying with these clubs to focus more on scoring controllability versus distance, but a little bit scuffy, caught it a little bit heavy, pulled it a little bit left as well. Hopefully that catches the left side of the green. May need to go just a little bit. All right, front left. All right, moving along, even through 4, 5th hole, par 5. Could be a birdie opportunity here. Looks like a dog leg right. Gonna aim up the right. Same thing. Basically, what I try to play as a slicer of the ball, which probably at least 75% of amateurs slice the ball. Just trying to get rid of it as much as possible and play it the best that I can, like a high push draw. But especially with the driver, you want to launch it high, get it out there to the right, and have it come back. Don't hate it. Felt a little bit quicker. That was pretty close to the middle. That should be 275-ish, I would think. Maybe even more with the rollout. $283. We'll take it. Finding the middle of the club face better. I think the extra stiff shaft that I went back to, despite it being a little bit longer and a little bit less control than the 3-wood shaft I've been playing with for a while, it does feel like it was. I made the change mainly when I got the newer irons, the 770s and 790s, which are extra stiff. It feels like with that driver shaft, that extra stiff shaft stays with me a little bit more. So don't have quite as much like whip going through with the extra stiff, and it's a little bit longer, so it's a little bit tougher to control. But so far, at least as of late, the past maybe week or two, I've been finding the club face a little bit more. That was pretty close to the center of the club face there, so happy about that. Now what do we do here? Second shot into this par 5. We got water left. We got 232 down 3, so we only need but 229. If I hit the 4 hybrid, I don't know if you guys heard that that horn from my neighbor. If I hit the 4 hybrid good, it's gonna be too much. So I think I'm just gonna aim out here to the right a little bit and go 4 iron and see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna get the 4 iron there, but it's probably a better club selection. Struck it pretty good. I actually may have a chance to get there. Been seeing about 225 out of it. It's fading right. If we aimed straight, that would have been close. I think we would have got that pretty close. That was a good strike though. I'm okay with that miss. Club face was just a tad open and we aimed right, but better that than overdrawing it or hooking one into the water and getting a penalty stroke. So we got 33 yards here in the rough, down 1, so 32 plus another 3. Need about 35. Gonna go 56. We'll see. I don't hate it. Maybe a little bit too much. Yeah. A little bit long, not terrible though. I do like the feel of these wedges better than my old ones. Par. Could have got a birdie out of that, but it is what it is. Alright, 6th hole, more water. There's been water on almost every hole, I think. Still even, 6th hole, par 3, 165 down 1. Alright, gonna go 8 iron, and hopefully we strike it good enough to get it there. Been seeing right around there, about anywhere from 160, 165 on a halfway decent strike. Occasionally 170, 175 if I kind of hit one really good and pull it a little bit, but this should be a decent number and I can take a pretty full swing with it. Oh, and I chunk it and pull it left. That's gonna be wet. Wow, did we get it over? Just barely. That was a pretty bad strike. Not even pretty, that was a very bad strike. I would have bet money that was gonna be wet, but luckily we chunked it hard enough to get it over. Now we got work to do to save par. 29 yards down 1, and we're in the rough. So, 28 plus another 3. Going back to the 56. I like that 30-ish range, anywhere really between 25 and 35 with this 56. Oh, and I thin it. Get lucky. It's gonna be a +3, and that's exactly what we deserve on a strike like that. Yep. Terrible strike, no excuse for that, but that's kind of what I get for coming out here with brand new wedges. Yikes. Alright, 2 over. 7th hole, par 4, 363. Need a good drive here. We got water again. Need a good drive, kind of right the ship after that. Aim out here to the right. We got more room right than we do left, so I'm actually even going to go out here. been hitting the driver decent, so I'd rather be in the bunker than if I overdraw it left, bring that water into play. Still going to try to start this out to the right, have it come back, but I'm fine with either that bunker or even if I block it out to the right, being into the rough over there. Seems like a pretty cool layout. I'd like to play this course in real life. Well, definitely blocked it right. That's more of a slice right, I think. Yep. Started right, stayed right. But it's dry. Crazy how much more distance. I was saying that when I was going through that period of like a month or maybe even longer of hitting it low on the face. I kept saying if I could just launch it higher, I would get an extra 10, 15, even 20 yards. And I think today I'm launching it a little bit higher, despite that not being the greatest strike in the world. We're getting some better distance just because I'm able to launch it up in the air versus being a low spinny driver shot, but didn't put us in the best place in the world. 91 yards, 10%, so right at 100. Going approach wedge. Let's see, this should be about a 75. Full approach wedge is about 115, 120. Probably choke down about 2 inches or so. Good strike, just a tad toey, but not bad. Should be pretty good. Alright, just outside the inner circle, but take that all day long. That was a good controlled swing. That's about all I can ask for out of that type of shot there. More water here, 8th hole par 3. This is almost an island green by the looks of it. Camera's still going too, which is always nice. Really is a kick in the you-know-what that happened the first time I came out here to do that Thanksgiving round. Camera turned off halfway through, so I'm out here talking to myself and playing back here, which obviously playing golf is better than no golf, but the whole reason why I come out here is to put stuff on video, and then you go back after and check it and the video turned off halfway through and you got to redo it all. So luckily, knock on wood, that's not going to happen. As for this one, pretty close to an island green, 166, so going back to the 8-iron. Need a good strike. Oh, the club kind of twisted when I hit that. That was really toey. That's going to be short left, but hopefully it gets there. Nope. This is dry though. Silver lining. Alright, 13 yards out of the bunker. Oh no, we're not in the bunker, we're in the rough. Alright, we skipped through the bunker. So 13, 10%, need right around 14, 15 yards, going 60. Let's see if I can actually not skull these wedges. It was almost a skull. I kind of drop kicked it. It's gonna be a little bit long, but landed soft luckily. I'll take it. Now when I played it a little bit further back on the mat, generally speaking with those 60 degree and 56, sometimes even the approach wedge, I play it a little more further forward just so it stays into the net. But I find myself kind of running out of space over here. By the time I moved it back, I could have a little bit more of a regular alignment versus kind of feeling like I'm over on the side of this mat. Still not the best strike, but final hole here, 2 over through 8, 9th hole par 4, 460, and more water. And we need a good drive to even make the fairway. This is a long hole to reach the fairway. We're gonna aim out there to the right. Alright, final driver swing on this 9. Let's see if we can finish it off with a nice high draw. Out to the right, that was a little bit low in the face. That's not going to go as far and come back as much. It's dry though. I think I was standing a little bit too far away on that one. Gotta take like a half a step closer. 204 into this green in the rough, which is going to be another 21 yards. Technically 20.4, so should be a good, if I can hit it good like the last one, it should be a good 4-iron distance. I guess we'll leave it there. Possibly if I really pull one left, that water will come into play, but last time it faded and we aimed right. Kind of daunting hitting a 4-iron like this, especially on course, but there is a really great feeling. I hit that last one good. There is a different type of feeling when you hit a low iron right on the screws. Doesn't happen super often, but let's see if we can get one here. Oh, that might be wet. That was really low and left. Alright, looks like it came back. Pretty bad strike, but we advanced it. Third shot here into this par 4 green, we got 25. We'll go 56. Let's see if we can get a little inner circle action here. Save par for the final hole. Felt decent. That has a chance to go in. Oh, it checked up. That was right at it though. And I think that was, I could tell that was going to be dead straight. That was right on line. An extra yard or two that made it gone in the hole. Alright, take a look at this. So, from Belle Glade Country Club, this was the Tequesta course in the Villages, Florida. We ended up with a 2 over 38, so not too bad. Started off with a bird, then we gave it back right away with the second hole with a bogey. 3 pars in a row, double bogey on 6, and then 3 pars in a row to finish it off. 4 out of 7 fairways, not too bad. 6 out of 9 greens in regulation, also not too bad. 16 putts, we'll take it. Decent. Not the best, not the worst. Pretty even Steven type of round, but better than coming out here and duck hooking stuff left, so we'll take it. Been doing a little bit less talking in these videos just because I'm doing basically 4 separate videos in a row. So I'm going to kind of wrap this one up quick, but let me know what you guys think about the Villages content. Again, I'm going down there for another trip pretty soon. Looking forward to the warm weather and get some more stuff on video, but let me know if you have any requests for considering I'm going to make this a series and go through all the Villages courses. I could fast track some of those if you want me to see, if you guys want to see a specific Villages course, but mainly just let me know if you have any course requests outside the Villages, whether it's your local municipal course, private course in your area, your home course, world famous course, whatever it may be. Just give me the name of the course and the location down in the comments, preferably a little bit of background information, and I'll add it to the list. And next time I come out here and do a couple of subscriber requested courses, I'll get back to the list and work my way through it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead and reset and play probably one other. We'll see. I'm feeling decent. The driver was decent. I may end up, definitely, I plan on coming out and playing the executive first, like I said, as a warm-up, and then I'll either do 2 championships or maybe even 3. We'll see. I'm definitely going to do one more 9-hole at a championship at this course, and then maybe I'll do the 3rd one. If not, I'll go back to an easier executive course and work more on the irons, but that's what I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Another video back here. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.